out to Gloria Vanderbilt's house out in Long Island, her summer home. She was having a party, and there was no place to sit down. There was 1 million people in this one big room there that she had, and there was a glass table with a big, thick top of glass. And so I sat down on it because it was very, very thick glass, and the damn thing broke. And he says it cut me at the top of my leg and went in deep, just below my groin, and cut an artery. And I'm lying there with blood spurting out, and people are screaming and hollering, and Gloria comes over and says, "Look what you did to my table." And that's when we first met.
Oh, okay, that's his version.
Yeah.
And your version, do you still have some of that glass?
I don't remember. But I want to tell you, Lemmon's idea of a joke, you know, he said to me before we went out, he said, "What does a pig do when it has a heart attack?" The answer is it calls a ambulance.
I didn't say that. No, that's never said.
Really? That's
Never said it.
That's his joke.
Do you know,
Yes?
I was doing the Bad News Bears about 20 years ago. And the kids came over to me and they said, "Mr. Matthau, you're on television tonight in The Odd Couple with Jack Lemmon." And I said, "Oh, really? Good. You're going to watch it?" And they all said, "Yes." The next day they came in, nobody would talk to me. "You're not The Odd Couple. You guys are imposters. The Odd Couple are Jack Klugman and Tony Randall." Yesterday in the LA Times, the crossword puzzle, Oscar Madison portrayer. Answer, Jack Klugman. So where am I?
You know what?
And what are we going to advertise? Odd Couple 2, that's opening when? In a couple of days.
Right, right.
Did you see Odd Couple 2?
No, I haven't seen it yet. We're seeing it this week.
Worst picture I was ever. Jack, contradict me.
It's the best picture that we've been in together,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
It is.
And you know, well, let's take a break. You know, I think you have too much free time on your hands. I think
Just
that's
a minute,
problem.
Jay.
Yes?
That's it.
We'll take a break, and we'll talk to you some more right after this. More with Walter and Jack right after this.
Come on now.
Oh! We're talking with Jack Lemmon and his father, Walter Matthau. Now,
You know, that music reminds me of a guy comes over to a guy in the band and he says, "You know," he says, "your fly is open and your underwear is hanging out." He says, "No, can you hum a few bars?"
hey! Now, let me ask you guys a question. Now, when you did the first Odd Couple movie in 1968, this is one of these rumors you always hear. I heard that you guys were not the studio's first choice for the Odd Couple. Is that true?
Yeah, who was it? Walter
Jackie
remembers.
Gleason, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah,
And they would have been great.
Yeah.
they would have been very good. Yeah. They would have been different, but
Yeah.
very, very good.
Yeah.
No question.
Now,
We wouldn't be here today. I would be working on the vegetable truck. And where would you be working?
I'd be driving.
Now, you...
How dare you?
But you originally wanted to play the Felix part, is that correct?
Yeah, but that's a big joke, Jay.
Yeah.
I never really wanted to play it.
Oh.
I just said it to create an argument. I love to create arguments.
Really?
Yeah. It's discussion that thrills me, that enthuses me, that pumps me up with Shmir Gahal.
Really?
Do you understand Shmir Gahal?
Yes. Are you
What
pumped up with
is that?
Shmir Gahal now? You look like you're full of Shmir Gahal.
Shmir Gahal, alcohol, what the hell?
Yeah. Now,
Lest anybody think that this stuff is not water, you're welcome to come down and try it.
just don't light a match. Now, Jack, were you happy as Felix? Could you, the perfect...
Yeah, I was happy as Felix. He looks like Felix now. He's dressed like Felix.
Yeah.
I'm dressed more like Oscar,
Well, that's
you know.
true.
I'm more like Felix. I'm
In
very,
real life?
I'm very
Yeah, he
neat.
is.
Yeah.
I put coasters under all the cups and the glasses. And when I cook, I like to cook a meatloaf. I like my guests to be on time so that the meatloaf is not overdone. I very much like Felix. And I did say I wanted to play Felix when I met all the boys that were producing the Broadway show. I said, I want to play Felix because Oscar is too easy. Also, Oscar has all the jokes, and I can just phone it in. It's too simple. And Felix is an acting job. It's theater, it's dramatics, it's acting.
Keep it up.
And Neil Simon said, Walter, do me a favor, act in somebody else's play. In my play, you do Oscar Madison. I said, okay.
Now, Jack, set up, what is this clip we're going to see? Do you know the clip we have? What is this clip?
I think that this clip is when we, in the story, we rent a car and get lost trying to go to our kid's wedding. And we get totally lost. We can't remember the town that we're supposed to go to, except that it begins with sand, but so does every other city in California.
Is this the one with the hookers in it?
I think so.
No.
Is this the one with the hookers?
I think this is where...
I think this is based on a true story.
Yeah.
This is... I don't know about Walter and his hookers, but my foot has been twisted, and I've had it in a wastebasket full of ice, which is now melted, and I want to throw the water out of the window,
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Here we go. Let's take a look.
Let's see what happens.
Felix, I have... That's the worst scene in the picture.
Really?
Yeah. Everything else is hilarious.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, you always seem to get hurt. Now, I know you have a bandage right there. You always seem to get hurt when you guys work together. Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he always blames it on me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've
Says
had
it's
a
my
heart
fault.
attack.
Yeah.
I've had a separated acromioclavicular.
Oh.
I've had some basal carcinomas, radiation. I've had ulcers.
And that's Jack's fault?
Duodenal ulcers.
Yeah.
I don't say it's his fault. It just happens every time I work with him.
No.
I don't know whose fault it is. I think it's a coincidence.
A coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Because really, I like the guy.
Really? Yeah. He's okay.
He's a nice
Well, he's
fellow.
my next door neighbor, you know.
Oh, he is?
Yes, we're neighbors.
You ever borrow a cup of sugar from him?
No, I never did, actually. He's got a big gate. Well, I hear the film is terrific, you guys, and it opens, when does it open?
The
It opens
April 10th.
April 10th. April 10th it opens.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, both of you. Thank you, Walter. Thank you, Jack. We'll be right back with Rob and Tony right after this.